Mark Rogers TV back with you to rank the schedules within the Pac-12. We have made our way to the fourth most difficult schedule in the conference that might be the toughest in college football. It belongs to the Utes of Utah, coming off a 9-4 campaign, playing in the very difficult Pac-12 South Division. So why is this the fourth-rated schedule? Well, as we explained before, we start with the notion that everyone plays everyone in the Pac-12. So let's start there. Then we reduce the games that they don't play. So meaning everyone plays their division rivals. They also play everyone but two teams out of the other division. So for Utah, that means they don't play Stanford or Washington State. So they get a bit of a break in not having to play the Cardinal, who many believe will come out of the North Division to represent the Pac-12 in the conference championship game. Stanford, obviously, a tough out. Utah does not have to face the Cardinal this season. But their other miss is against Washington State, so that was probably going to be an easy win. So they hit both sides of it there. Okay, so out-of-conference play for Utah, it's under the radar difficult because they don't have a automatic win among the three. They've got Michigan at home on that opening Thursday night. They've got Utah State, which is a very difficult foe, coached by Matt Wells and company. At Fresno State, again, this is going to be a game that Utah is going to be expected to win. They're going to be a double-digit favorite, but it's not a gimme against Fresno State. So it's a difficult run, non-conference. Again, Michigan, Utah State, and a game at Fresno to take on the Bulldogs. Within the conference, probably that stretch begins the toughest stretch of the season for the Utes, because after those three, they go on the road to play Oregon, come home for Cal and Arizona State. Then they've got a date in Los Angeles at the Coliseum against USC. So take that in for a second. To start the season, when just about everyone in Power 5 college football has at least one, if not two, scrimmages, Utah's got Michigan, Utah State, Fresno State, Oregon, Cal, Arizona State, and USC. Then it lightens up after that couple weeks with Oregon State and Washington before they conclude with a couple toughies in Arizona and UCLA. And then the final game of the season for the Utes is at home against Colorado. This is the fourth toughest schedule in the Pac-12. It belongs to Utah, again highlighted by that opening night with Jim Harbaugh and the Maize and Blue coming to town to Utah. Then it's Utah State and Fresno State. No Stanford, but then again, no Washington State to rack up a win. That's Utah's schedule. It's the fourth toughest in the Pac-12. Need to hear from you now on Mark Rogers TV.